or go to hustlerturf.com, hustlerturf.com. So the Houston Texans are really mangling this. Not a shock. Head coach David Culley got the word directly from the source. Deshaun Watson has no intention of playing for the Texans. They met on Friday. Deshaun Watson said, I am playing for you. Okay, so this is what happened in Houston with James Harden. James Harden didn't want to play. And the Rockets push back, and it goes public. And then you got no leverage. And in the end, the Rockets now have lost 9 straight. They're awful. James Harden is crushing it, and the Rockets kept waiting and got less in the end. The longer the Texans wait and the more public it goes, you're trapped. Remember, free agency. We've already seen Stafford with a new team and Carson Wentz with a new team. 2 or 3 more teams are going to get their quarterback in free agency. Then 5 teams are going to get their quarterback in the draft. So there's only going to be 1 or 2 teams that need a quarterback, and Deshaun Watson has the no-trade clause. So he can dictate who and where he goes. So the rule in sports has always been really simple. When a superstar wants out, make a deal before it goes public. I'll give you an example. Lou Alcindor, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, was one of the great college basketball, best high school basketball player ever, one of the great college basketball players. He goes to Milwaukee. He doesn't want to stay, but he's smart. He realizes, I'm not going to go public. He tells at a dinner the Milwaukee organization, I do not want to be here. They were able to make a deal with the Lakers, and they got a haul. It's one of the only trades ever where a superstar was able, in return, to get tons of picks and players back. I'll give you another example. Paul George wanted out of the Indianapolis Pacers. Remember that? The Indiana Pacers. And he went public. Pacers got 2 players. When he wanted out of Oklahoma City, he didn't make it public. Oklahoma City got 5 players and a rising, young, promising star at point guard. So if it doesn't go public, you have some leverage. You can call 2 or 3 GMs. Hey, I got this story, and I got 2 teams hot. You're one of them. Let's go. And if they threaten to go public, you can just tell them, I'm giving you 1 chance to get him. I'm giving you 1 chance to get Deshaun Watson. Well, I'm not hanging this phone call up. I'm going to give you 5 minutes. Sit down with your people, make a decision. There's 2 teams that want him. You put the pressure on the teams and the GMs. But once it goes public, the GMs at the other teams put all the pressure on you. Why should we give anything up? He wants out. He's got a no-trade clause. So Houston is mangling this. Matt Stafford, January 23rd, said, I'd like to move on. 7 days later, he's a Ram. What did the Lions get? A starting quarterback and a bunch of picks. They got a nice haul for it. The Lions got I don't know if they got the right coach. I don't think they do, but they got a haul for it. Oklahoma City for Paul George, got a haul for it. Lou Alcindor leaving Milwaukee, they got a haul for it. So, I mean, this is what's amazing to me. There are ways to do things when you own or run a team. And listen, you never want to start or want to go. Of course you don't want. Now it's out there in public. Every general manager picks the phone up with a smile on their face. I don't know. What am I going to give you? There's only 2 teams left that need a quarterback. We're one of them. He's got a no-trade clause. I mean, can you imagine if all these teams make a move for a quarterback and it's down in New England? And Deshaun's like, yeah, I'll go to New England. And Belichick's on the phone. He's like, everybody else got quarterback. We're the only team left. He wants to come play for us. What do you think Belichick is going to give a goofy Cal McNair? He's going to give him an end table and a cup of Starbucks. You're not going to give him anything. So the longer you wait, the more you get butchered. You got to get on the phone and get this thing done before. By the way this thing's working out now, we may have Russell Wilson on a new team in 2 hours. We have Sam Darnold and the Bears in 3 hours. You got to get going on this stuff. Joy with the news.
No.
Turn on the news.
This is the Herdline News.
What a disaster.
They really are. I heard a story this morning about Cal McNair. I may play it later. It's so embarrassing. I'm not here to, it's just bad. You think. Billionaire, smart person.
Well, I mean, I don't want to go that it's not smart. It's just, I think there's just a level of arrogance when it comes to these situations that shows every time. Sometimes it's just time to part. And that's it.
Listen, we all know this is a bad space for any team. James Harden wants out of the Rockets.
Right.
It stinks. So you do get to the point in life, what's the best we can do with this terrible situation?
Yes.
Ever go on vacation? I've gone with my kids. It rains for 3 straight days. All right, what's the best we can do now with the rain? Let's go to an aquarium. Let's go out to the Rainforest Cafe and laugh at all the stuff in the cafe. You just do the best you can with a lousy situation.
I used to love Rainforest Cafe.
Love it. I ate lunch there 4 days a week with my son. Had every little crevice of it memorized.
So the recruitment of Russell Wilson is already underway after it was reported that he would only go to Dallas, New Orleans, Chicago, or Las Vegas. Bears running back Tariq Cohen tweeted at Russell Wilson, "You called, bro." Receiver Cordarrelle Patterson posted a picture of the two of them, followed by a tweet at Russell Wilson. "What's good, dog? Heard you were looking for a way out."
This is great.
And then Saints wide receiver Michael Thomas also joined in and posted a picture on his Instagram story of him with Russell Wilson at the Pro Bowl. So all very subtle.
Tariq Cohen.
Well, maybe not so subtle, but
Tariq Cohen wins my Tweet of the Year award. You called, bro?
it was great.
That is fantastic.
This is the new wave. Like this is what's happening with stars and star quarterbacks.
And for the record, Joy, social media.
Yeah.
So now when a star quarterback is unhappy, he doesn't have to go to a newspaper reporter. He can go to his Instagram page with 10 million followers and say, "I'm very unhappy." So this is a new power element, advantage player.
Well, also, players make so much money away from the sport in endorsements, in advertisements, and in just investing in businesses that they have more leverage now than before. I mean, 20, 30 years ago, you needed the money from, I'm not saying that these players don't need money, obviously, from their sport, but they make so much away from it. It's like, look, Deshaun can sit for a year. He's chilling. He'll be all right.
Oh, I am a huge believer. I'm a huge proponent. Because I said this. You know you hired the wrong coach when the first thing they say about him is, "Oh, he's a nice guy." David Culley's
I love nice people. I adore nice people.
Red flag,
I only have nice people around me in my personal life.
Right.
Nice, honest people, though. I don't like yes people. However, for work, you don't have to be the nicest. I will take slightly more competent, slightly less nice. Like, you can't be a terrible person, but like if you're extremely competent and like, we don't get tea in the afternoon, I'll be all right.
So let's say I was setting you up. I met a nice man, and he said, "Oh, I want to go out with Joy."
Okay.
And you asked, "What's he like?"
Yes.
And the first thing I said was, "He is a nice guy." First thought is?
Well, I only go out with nice guys. I don't go out with jokes.
No, but I mean, if that's
I would prefer the first thing you say is that he's very smart. He's very funny.
Smart, funny, and nice.
And then nice, yeah.
It's like nice can't be the opener. Red flag.
Again, like personally, I don't know. Yeah, you have to have some other elements, but yes, for business,
I love
business, you better be competent.
I love my wife. Sometimes she's not that nice to me.
Okay, for example, let's flip it. I'm coming on the show, right?
Yeah.
To fill the slot, and the first thing that I'm described as is nice. That's not what you want to hear.
No, I know, because I know when I told them I wanted you, I said, "Yeah, she knows her sport. She's done radio. She's really good talking."
And then at the very end,
I never even asked if you were nice.
I'm actually not that nice.
I didn't even care. To be honest with you, I was never one question.
So the Steelers are confident they can restructure Ben Roethlisberger's contract to keep him with the team in 2021. And even in what would be Ben's 18th season, team owner Art Rooney believes they can win with him as the starter. This is crazy to me. So Rooney said, "We think that Ben played at a high level last year. We won our division and set a franchise record for the most consecutive wins to open a season. I think in part Ben wants to come back and leave on a high note. We're still confident he has the ability to do that. His arm, I would say, is as strong or almost as strong as ever. So I think he's certainly capable of getting the job done."
All right, fine. Is he going to put some time into tape study? Off-season commitment?
This is what's upsetting about that statement. And look, the Rooneys are incredible ownership.
No question.
Like, amazing.
No question.
Best, one of the best in the league.
Yep.
But I don't care about winning the division. I don't care about 11 straight games. When has that become the standard in Pittsburgh?
That's a standard for Cincinnati.
Yes, that's nonsense. I don't care about that. We're not building on something in Pittsburgh. That's not how you approach the season. So what does that even mean? So what? You won the division. Washington won the division. You think they feel good about where they are right now? No, it means nothing. It means nothing.
I know.
Like that's the first goal that you should have every single year.
The Mets want to win the division. The Yankees have higher standards.
I mean, it's really disturbing that is.
If I met Aaron Rodgers out for coffee and I said I'm a soothsayer, I can see into the future, going to win your division next year.
Yeah, he would laugh at you.
He'd be like, yeah. But
Yeah,
what else? What else? Well, it'll end after that. You think he'd walk away going, oh, it's a great coffee. He'd be like, oh, we don't get her again?